Chosen one, stop everything right now. Not in a moment. Not after you finish what you are doing. Right now. Close the other tabs. Silence your phone. Turn off the noise around you, because what I am about to reveal to you did not find you by accident. This timing is not random. That pull you felt to click on this message, that stirring in your spirit that made you stop scrolling, that was not curiosity. That was divine summons. Heaven called your name and you answered. Before we go one word further, I need you to do something critical. Take a breath, a real one, not the shallow survival breaths you have been taking. Fill your lungs completely. Hold it there for 3 full seconds. 1, 2, 3. Now release it slowly. Did you feel that the shift in atmosphere around you, the way something in the room just changed? That was not psychological. That was spiritual. That was the heavens opening, because you just gave permission for what needs to be spoken to land in your spirit. And what I am about to say, chosen one, is not information. It is confirmation of what your spirit already knows, but your mind has been too afraid to believe. Now, before we begin, if you are feeling this pull, if something inside you is already awakening, I need you to do one thing. Hit that like button right now. Hit subscribe. And here is why this matters more than you think. When you do that, you tell the algorithm that this message is resonating. You help it reach the next chosen one who has been scrolling for hours, searching desperately, praying quietly for a sign that they are not alone. You become part of the delivery system heaven is using to wake people up. So do not wait until the end. Do it now. Because this is not content. This is a spiritual broadcast. God has been watching you. He has been watching you wrestle with something heavy, not a small thing. Something that has shaken you to your core. You have been wondering why certain doors slammed shut in your face. Why certain people you trusted walked away without explanation. Why the breakthrough you have been praying for, fasting for, believing for, seems to be delayed month after month, year after year. And in those late night moments when the house is quiet and you are alone with your thoughts, you have been asking yourself the questions that terrify every chosen one. Did I hear God wrong? Did I miss my moment? Did I make a mistake that disqualified me? Is heaven even paying attention to my situation? Chosen one, hear this with every fiber of your being. You did not miss anything. You are not behind schedule. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. What you are experiencing right now is not delay. It is divine positioning. What feels like silence is not absence. It is God focusing all of heaven's attention on what He is building in you. What looks like isolation is not rejection. It is protection. And what seems like nothing happening is actually everything aligning in the spiritual realm while you wait in the natural. God has not stepped away from you. He has stepped in closer, and He cleared the room so you could hear what comes next without interference. Let me tell you something the enemy desperately does not want you to understand. When God is about to promote you to a level that will not just shift your life, but shift the lives of everyone connected to you, when He is about to elevate you to a position of influence that will affect generations after you, He does not announce it publicly. He does not post it on social media. He does not let your critics see it coming. He does not even let you see the full picture yet. Because if you knew how massive this next chapter was going to be, you would tell people. And the moment you tell people who are not spiritually aligned with your assignment, you give them access to speak against what has not fully formed yet. That is why God has had you in this season of silence, not because you are irrelevant, but because you are being set apart for something the world has never seen from you before. Here is what has been happening behind the scenes while you thought nothing was moving. God has been removing people from your circle, not because they were bad people, but because they were wrong assignments. They served a purpose in your previous chapter, but they have no clearance for where you are going. Their mindset would limit what God wants to expand in you. Their vision would shrink what God wants to enlarge in you. Their fear would contaminate the faith God is building in you. Their doubt would delay the momentum God is creating in you. So God did not ask your permission. He did not send you a warning. He just quietly, strategically, lovingly shifted them out of proximity. And you felt it. You felt the distance growing. You felt the conversations becoming awkward. You felt the connections fading. And part of you wondered, what did I do wrong? Did I offend them? Did I change too much? Am I becoming prideful, chosen one? You did nothing wrong. You just outgrew an environment that was never meant to contain the fullness of who you are becoming. And now heaven is building you a completely new environment. But here is the part that might sting before it strengthens you. Some of the people God removed are not coming back. They were meant for a season, not the entire journey. They were assigned to your wilderness, not your promised land. And if you keep looking back, waiting for them to return, romanticizing what used to be, you will miss the new tribe that is already being assembled to meet you at your next level. Stop romanticizing what God has closed. Stop forcing conversations that heaven has ended. Stop trying to resurrect relationships that God already buried for your protection. Your next season does not need your old circle. It needs your new obedience. And while we are talking about what God is removing, let's talk about what He is also stripping away from inside of you. Your addiction to being understood by everyone. Your need for constant validation from people who barely validate themselves. Your habit of over-explaining yourself to people who have already decided what they think about you. Your tolerance for disrespect disguised as brutal honesty. Your pattern of shrinking yourself so others feel comfortable in your presence. All of that is being extracted, removed, and you have been feeling it, have you not? The way certain opinions no longer bother you the way they used to. The way you can sit in complete silence now without the compulsion to fill it with nervous chatter. The way you can be misunderstood and not feel that familiar panic to defend yourself. The way you can watch people talk about you and feel absolutely nothing but peace. That is not you becoming cold. That is you becoming clear. That is not you being distant. That is you being discerning. That is not indifference. That is maturity installing itself in real time. And the people who benefited from the old version of you, the version that bent and explained and tolerated and shrunk, they are deeply uncomfortable right now because your growth is exposing their manipulation. Your peace is confronting their chaos. Your boundaries are revealing their entitlement to access you. Let them be uncomfortable. That discomfort is not your responsibility to manage. Now, chosen one, I need you to pay very close attention to this next part because it is going to unlock something you have been trying to understand for a very long time. You have been feeling a pull, a strong, undeniable pull, a pull to walk away from environments that used to feel like home, a pull to distance yourself from conversations that used to give you energy, a pull to stop engaging with people who used to have unlimited access to your time, your peace, your presence. And you have been wondering, am I being cold? Am I becoming one of those people who thinks they are better than everyone? Am I running from something I should be facing? No, you are not running, you are ascending. And ascension requires altitude. You cannot rise while holding on to dead weight. You cannot fly while dragging anchors. You cannot step into the fullness of who God created you to be while carrying people who refuse to grow with you. God is not asking you to abandon anyone. He is asking you to honor the shift, to respect the transition, to protect what He is planting in you, even if that means standing alone for a season. Because here is the truth that will either offend you or completely liberate you. Not everyone is supposed to go with you into your next season. Some people were only meant to go near you. They were never meant to go with you. They were sent to teach you something, to reveal something about yourself, to challenge something in you. But once that lesson is complete, once that season closes, their assignment ends. And if you keep trying to bring them into a chapter they were never written into, you will delay your own story. You will exhaust yourself trying to fit people into spaces they were never designed to occupy. And heaven will keep creating friction, keep creating distance, keep creating discomfort until you finally let go. So if you have been feeling that strange tension, that growing awkwardness, that unexplainable distance with certain people, stop forcing it. Stop trying to resurrect what God already put to rest. Stop watering dead plants, hoping they will bloom again. Your next level does not need everyone from your last level. It just needs you whole, healed, and willing to walk forward. Now, before we go deeper into what is about to unfold, if this is hitting something in you that you were not expecting, if you are feeling seen right now in a way that is both uncomfortable and relieving, I want you to do something powerful. Drop the number 77 in the comments right now, not because it is magic, not because it is some kind of ritual, but because it is a signal to yourself that you are awake and paying attention, a signal to heaven that you are listening and willing, a signal to the algorithm that this message is landing and needs to reach more chosen ones. And when you do that, you become part of a movement of awakened believers who refuse to stay silent while heaven is speaking. So do not just watch. Participate. Drop that 77 right now. Chosen one, let's talk about the weight you have been carrying. Not the weight of responsibilities or tasks. The weight of other people's expectations of you. The weight of trying to be who they need you to be so they will finally validate you. The weight of performing, proving, explaining, justifying your every decision. That weight has been crushing you, has it not? You wake up exhausted even after sleeping a full night. You feel drained even when nothing major happened. You feel heavy even though you are doing everything right, checking every spiritual box, showing up for everyone. And you have been blaming yourself, thinking something is wrong with you, thinking maybe you are not strong enough, not faithful enough, not anointed enough. Stop. There is nothing wrong with you. You are just carrying a load you were never designed to carry. You are trying to manage perceptions you were never meant to control. You are bending yourself into shapes that do not fit your divine design. All because you believe that love required you to shrink, that acceptance required you to perform, that belonging required you to hide parts of who God made you to be. But here is what God is saying to you right now in this very moment. Enough. Put it down, all of it. The need to be understood by people who have already decided not to understand you. The need to be celebrated by people who only celebrate you when you are convenient to their agenda. The need to be included in spaces that make you feel invisible even when you are standing right there. Put it down. And when you finally release that crushing weight, you are going to feel something you have not felt in years. Lightness, clarity, freedom, not because your circumstances magically changed, but because your posture shifted, not because people finally understood, but because you finally stopped needing them to. And that shift, chosen one, that shift, from needing external validation to resting in your God-given identity, that is the shift that changes everything. Because once you stop performing for an audience that will never be satisfied, you start living for the one who already is. Once you stop trying to prove your worth to people who refuse to see it, you start walking in the worth that was already assigned to you before you took your first breath. And once you make that turn, once you truly make that turn, there is no going back. You cannot unsee what you have seen. You cannot unknow what you now know. You cannot shrink back into a version of yourself that you have already outgrown. Let me tell you what the enemy has been actively trying to do in your life. He has been whispering lies disguised as logic. He has been planting doubts disguised as wisdom. He has been stirring anxiety disguised as discernment. And his goal is devastatingly simple. If he can keep you confused about your calling, he can keep you stuck in your current position. If he can keep you second-guessing every move God tells you to make, he can keep you from stepping forward into your destiny. If he can keep you focused obsessively on what is not happening, he can distract you from what God is doing. He does not need to destroy you. He just needs to delay you long enough, because he knows something about you that you may not fully realize yet. Your timing is connected to someone else's breakthrough. He knows that when you finally step into your season, it triggers a massive domino effect in the spirit realm. It activates other people's assignments who are waiting on you to move. It releases provision that has been held up. It unlocks doors for people who are directly connected to your obedience, people you have not even met yet. So he attacks your confidence relentlessly. He magnifies every past mistake until it looks disqualifying. He amplifies every critical voice until it drowns out the voice of God. He makes small setbacks feel like catastrophic failures that define your entire future. Why? Because if you believe you are disqualified, you will disqualify yourself before God even gets a chance to promote you. You will step back before the race begins. You will retreat before the battle is called. But chosen one, I need you to hear this with absolute crystal clarity. You are not disqualified. Your messy past does not disqualify you. Your repeated failures do not disqualify you. Your season of waiting does not disqualify you. What actually disqualifies people is not their imperfection. It is their stubborn refusal to let God redeem it. It is their insistence on hiding in shame instead of healing in His presence. It is their choice to stay stuck in guilt instead of stepping into the grace that has already been extended. And you have not been hiding. You have been healing. You have not been running. You have been rebuilding piece by piece. You have not been stalling. You have been strengthening. And every single moment you spent in that quiet, uncomfortable, isolated season was not wasted time. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. You were being positioned for an assignment that required this exact level of refining. Now let me tell you what is about to happen in your life. And I need you to lock in completely for this, because what I am about to say is going to sound impossible. But it is not impossible. It is prophetic. God is about to vindicate you publicly for what you endured privately. He is about to open doors you did not even know existed in your field. He is about to connect you with people who will accelerate in one conversation what would have taken you 10 years to build on your own. He is about to release resources that seemed completely impossible last month. He is about to shift circumstances that seemed absolutely permanent last year. He is about to expose lies about you that seemed totally believable to everyone. And he is going to do it all in a way that leaves zero room for doubt, zero room for debate, zero room for anyone to take credit except him. But here is the requirement. Here is the condition. You have to stay in position. You have to stay obedient even when the instruction does not make logical sense yet. You have to stay quiet even when everything in you wants to defend yourself publicly. You have to stay focused even when the distractions are screaming for your attention. You have to stay aligned with what God said even when the path looks impossibly lonely. Because the moment you step out of alignment, you step out of the flow of what heaven is releasing. And when you step out of the flow, you delay the manifestation. Not because God is punishing you, but because His timing is directly tied to your obedience. His movement is tied to your stillness. His vindication is tied to your trust. So if you are in that in-between space right now, that uncomfortable space where the old season has clearly ended, but the new season has not fully manifested, yet do not panic. Do not force something to happen just to feel productive. Do not manufacture an opportunity just because the silence feels unbearable. Stay in the pause. Stay in the preparation. Stay in the process. Because what God is building in you during this waiting season is infinitely more valuable than what you are actually waiting for. He is not just preparing a blessing for you. He is preparing you to sustain the blessing without losing yourself in it. Chosen one, let me be very direct with you about something. Some of you have been struggling with crushing guilt. Guilt over boundaries you finally set after years of having none. Guilt over people you had to release for your own spiritual survival. Guilt over opportunities you had to decline to protect your sanity. Guilt over rest you finally took after running on empty for years. And that guilt has been eating at you constantly, making you question whether you were too harsh, too cold, too selfish. Let me end that question right now with complete authority. You did the right thing. If setting that boundary gave you peace, it was right. If releasing that person gave you clarity, it was right. If declining that opportunity preserved your mental health, it was right. If taking that rest restored your strength, it was right. You do not owe anyone an explanation for choosing yourself after spending literal decades choosing everyone else first. You do not owe anyone unlimited access just because they got used to having it. You do not owe anyone your energy just because they feel entitled to it. Stop apologizing for evolving. Stop feeling guilty for outgrowing what no longer serves your divine assignment. Stop carrying unnecessary guilt for honoring what God has been whispering to you in the quiet moments. The people who are meant to stay in your life will adjust to the new boundaries. The people who are meant to leave will resist every change you make. And the quicker you make peace with that reality, the quicker you will step into the freedom you have been desperately praying for. Now I want to shift and talk about something that is happening right now in the spiritual realm that you might not even realize. While you have been in this season of isolation, while you have been feeling forgotten, overlooked, completely invisible to everyone who matters, God has been positioning you, not just spiritually, but strategically. He has been moving chess pieces on a board you cannot see with your natural eyes. He has been having conversations on your behalf, in rooms you will never enter. He has been opening doors you did not even know existed. He has been planting seeds in soil you did not even cultivate. And very soon, sooner than you can imagine, you are going to walk into rooms and people are going to already know your name. You are going to receive opportunities you absolutely did not apply for. You are going to see provision showing up from sources you never expected. And when it happens, when it all starts happening rapidly, you are going to look back at this isolated season and finally understand why the separation was necessary. why the silence was sacred, why the waiting was not wasted. Because chosen one, you were never forgotten by heaven. You were being hidden so you could be protected from premature exposure, hidden so you could be properly prepared for the weight of what is coming, hidden so that when you are finally revealed to the world, the impact will be completely undeniable and the timing will be absolutely unstoppable. Let me talk about your enemies for a moment. And yes, I said enemies, not because you are at war with people, but because there are forces actively working against your progress right now. There are voices actively speaking against your name in rooms you will never enter. There are people actively hoping you fail so they feel better about their own stagnation. I know that sounds harsh. I know it is deeply uncomfortable to admit, but pretending they do not exist does not make them go away. It just makes you vulnerable to their schemes. So let's name it. Let's call it exactly what it is. There are snakes in your circle. There are people who smile directly to your face, but secretly celebrate your struggles behind your back. There are individuals who ask how you are doing, not because they genuinely care, but because they are fishing for information they can weaponize later. There are energies around you that are not neutral. They are hostile. And for too long you gave them the benefit of the doubt. You made excuses for their behavior. You convinced yourself you were being paranoid. But deep down you felt it. You felt the shift in their energy when you started succeeding. You felt the envy when you received something they wanted. You felt the resistance when you began walking in greater authority. And God has been allowing you to feel it clearly so you would finally stop ignoring it. So you would finally stop giving access to people who are literally assigned to your downfall. But here is what you need to understand. Those people, those snakes, they are not your responsibility to expose publicly. They are not your assignment to confront dramatically. They are not your burden to fix or convert. God is handling them right now, and He is handling them in a way that will leave absolutely no confusion about who was operating in truth and who was operating in deception. He is going to let them expose themselves through their own actions. He is going to let their true intentions be revealed through their own words. He is going to let their own behavior trap them. And when it happens, when the mask finally falls off, and everyone sees what you have been seeing all along, you will not need to say a single word. The truth will speak for itself louder than you ever could. So stop defending yourself to people who have already made up their minds about you. Stop trying to prove your character to people who are absolutely determined to misunderstand you. Stop wasting precious energy on battles that God has already won on your behalf in the spiritual realm. Your job is not to fight everyone who opposes you. Your job is to stay focused on your assignment, to stay obedient to what God whispered to you in secret, to stay in position while He fights for you publicly. Chosen one, if you are still here, if you are still listening to these words, that means something significant. It means this message was specifically assigned to you. It means heaven orchestrated this exact moment. It means you are exactly where you need to be at exactly the right time. So before we go any further, I need you to do something important. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already, because messages like this do not randomly appear in your feed. They appear because you are in a season where you desperately need constant reminders of who you are and whose you are. And if this is resonating with something deep in your spirit, share it. Send it to that one person who immediately came to mind, because they need to hear this just as much as you did. And when you share it, you become part of the assignment. You become part of the delivery system heaven is using to wake people up. Now let me tell you about the massive shift you are about to experience. And I do not mean a small adjustment. I do not mean things getting slightly better. I mean a complete recalibration of your entire life. The relationships that have felt unbearably heavy are about to either heal completely or dissolve permanently. The doors that have been closed for years are about to either swing wide open or be replaced with better ones you never saw coming. The confusion that has clouded your mind for months is about to lift completely. The fog is about to clear, and you are going to see with a clarity you have never experienced before. You are going to know instantly who is genuinely for you and who is secretly against you. You are going to know exactly what to pursue with all your energy and what to release without hesitation. You are going to know when to speak up boldly and when to stay silent strategically. And that discernment, that razor-sharp discernment, is going to become your greatest weapon and your strongest protection moving forward. But here is what you need to prepare for mentally and emotionally. Not everyone is going to celebrate this shift in you. Not everyone is going to be happy that you are stepping into clarity and authority, because your clarity exposes their confusion. Your peace confronts their internal chaos. Your healthy boundaries reveal their unhealthy manipulation tactics. And the people who benefited from you being unclear, unhealed, and constantly available, they are going to resist this new version of you with everything they have. They are going to call you different. They are going to say you changed, and not in a good way. They are going to accuse you of being distant, cold, arrogant, religious. And here is what you need to say to all of that. Nothing. Say absolutely nothing. Let them think whatever they want to think. Let them say whatever they need to say to make themselves feel better about staying stuck. You do not owe them an explanation for your growth. You do not owe them an apology for evolving. You do not owe them access to a version of you that you have already buried. The truth is, you did change, and you should be genuinely proud of that. Change means growth. Change means transformation. Change means you refuse to stay stuck in a version of yourself that no longer serves the kingdom assignment on your life. So when they say you are not the same person anymore, smile and say thank you, because you are not the same, and by the grace of God you will never be again. Chosen one, I want to talk to you about your inner voice, not your physical voice, but the voice inside you that has been whispering truths you have been too afraid to speak out loud. The voice that has been telling you to walk away from that toxic situation. The voice that has been warning you about that person's true intentions. The voice that has been pulling you toward that new path that makes absolutely no logical sense. That voice is not anxiety. It is not fear. It is not paranoia. That voice is the Holy Spirit giving you real-time direction for your unique path. And He has been speaking to you clearly, consistently, constantly. But you have been second-guessing it because it does not align with what everyone else thinks you should do. You have been ignoring it because it feels too risky, too uncomfortable, too uncertain. But chosen one, that voice has never led you wrong. Every single time you ignored it, you regretted it later. Every single time you followed it, things worked out, even when they did not make sense at the beginning. So this is your official permission slip. Stop second-guessing what you already know deep in your spirit. Stop asking for confirmation from people who do not have the spiritual discernment to see what you see. Stop waiting for external validation of an internal knowing that God already downloaded into you. That voice is your compass. That voice is your navigation system. That voice is God giving you personalized direction for your specific assignment. And the more you honor it, the louder it becomes. The more you follow it, the clearer it gets. But the moment you start compromising that inner voice to please outer voices, you lose your way. You lose your peace. You lose your power. So make a decision right now in this moment. From this point forward, you are going to trust what you know. You are going to honor what you feel in your spirit. You are going to follow what you hear from God, even if no one else understands it, even if no one else agrees with it, even if no one else supports it. Because this is your life, this is your assignment, this is your path, and no one else has to walk it but you. Let me tell you what is on the other side of your obedience to that inner voice. Freedom. Not the kind of freedom that comes from having no responsibilities, but the kind of freedom that comes from having no regrets. The kind of freedom that comes from knowing you honored what God whispered even when the crowd was shouting something completely different. The kind of freedom that comes from choosing your peace over their approval every single time. And once you taste that freedom, once you really experience it in its fullness, you will never go back to bondage. You will never again sacrifice your clarity for their comfort. You will never again shrink yourself to fit into spaces that were never designed for you. Chosen one, your isolation was intentional. Your waiting was not wasted. Your silence was strategic. And your breakthrough is not just coming someday. It is already here. It is already in motion in the spiritual realm. It is already unfolding behind the scenes. You just have not seen the fullness of it manifested in the natural yet. But you will. Very soon you will. And when you do, when you finally see what God has been building while you have been faithfully waiting in obscurity, you are going to fall to your knees in overwhelming gratitude. You are going to weep, not from pain, but from pure relief. You are going to understand why every single door had to close, why every person had to leave, why every plan had to fall apart. Because it was all making room for something infinitely bigger than what you lost, something undeniably better than what you released, something that actually aligns with who you are becoming and where God is taking you. So do not give up now. Do not quit in the fourth quarter when victory is around the corner. Do not walk away right before the breakthrough manifests. Stay in position. Stay in faith. Stay in alignment with what God said. Because what is coming is worth every tear you cried in the dark, every sleepless night you spent wrestling with God, every moment you felt completely alone and forgotten. It is all about to make perfect sense. And when it does, you will not just survive this season. You will look back and realize it was the season that completely saved your life. Now here is the prophetic word I release over you right now in the name of Jesus. Heaven has seen your faithfulness in the hidden place where no one was watching. Heaven has approved your promotion that has been in process. You are moving from wilderness into promised land. Doors are opening that have been locked for years. Resources are releasing that seemed impossible yesterday. Relationships are aligning that will change your trajectory. Opportunities are surfacing that you did not even pray for. Favor is multiplying in ways you cannot manufacture. Clarity is coming that will end confusion. Peace is settling that will silence anxiety. Joy is returning that depression tried to steal. Strength is rising that weakness tried to kill. Not because you earned it through perfect performance, not because you deserved it through flawless obedience, but because God decided that this is your appointed time, this is your set season, this is your destined moment, and nothing, absolutely nothing in heaven or earth or hell can stop what God has already released over your life. Before you leave this powerful moment, I want you to do something that activates everything we just spoke. Type Amen in the comments right now, not out of religious tradition, not out of mindless habit, but as a declaration that you heard what heaven just spoke directly to your spirit, a declaration that you are choosing to believe it even when you cannot see it yet with your natural eyes, a declaration that you are staying in position no matter how long the process takes. Because when you declare it with your mouth, you activate it in the spirit. When you speak it in agreement, you release it into motion. When you align with what God is saying, you position yourself for what God is doing. So type Amen right now. Share this message with someone who desperately needs it. Subscribe if you have not. And get ready, chosen one, because your season is shifting right now in this very moment, and nothing will ever be the same again.